experts say that some voters may be discouraged to cast their ballots because Hawaii is dominated by a one-party system, but election officials aren't giving up. Starting in 2016, the state is implementing same-day registration, which may lead up to a bump in turnout.
Across the mainland, though, a different story. Voters hitting the polls, turning a blue Congress red.
On this day after the general election, there is already talk about getting rid of the gridlock in Washington, D.C. KITV4's Paul Drews caught up with Hawaii's newest congressman to see what his future will be like.
Hey, thanks.
Even after winning an election, there's still a lot of work for Mark Takai to do. He was up at 5 a.m. for sign waving and said mahalo to voters again during the evening rush hour. He plans to hit the streets every day for sign waving until next Tuesday. Then the hard work will really begin. Along with the move to Washington, he'll be working with a Republican-controlled Congress, both in the Senate and the House. But the newly elected congressman is optimistic.
I think that there's no excuse now for the Republicans to perform. They've got both the control of the House and the Senate, so I think it's going to be an opportunity for the House and the Senate Republican leadership to work closely with the president. There's too much at stake, and there's no blaming the House or the Senate anymore. We've got to deliver.
Getting things going in Congress was also a theme echoed by the Republican who will now lead the Senate.
The American people have changed the Senate, so I think we have an obligation to change the behavior of the Senate and to begin to function again.
Some are talking about ending the gridlock that has kept Congress from passing many new laws. But even though the balance of power has shifted, the belief of politicians has not.
Congress will pass some bills I cannot sign. I'm pretty sure I'll take some actions that some in Congress will not like. That's natural. That's how our democracy works.
Now, other Hawaii delegates to Washington have said they are also optimistic about the new Congress and have said the pressure will be on the Republicans to perform. If not, voters may remember in the 2016 election. Kenny?